I hope you're enjoying Maui, by the way. It looks really nice back there.
Definitely been enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it.
My question about the rookies that you got, obviously, Sneed and Keys, just your overall impressions of them, how excited you are that they're on board with the Chiefs, and just how they've been responsive in the virtual meetings so far.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. Veach, last year I was like, Veach, man, we ain't getting no corners. He's like, Sam, just relax. There's going to be some more. And then luckily for these two guys, and we get them into the room, now I see and understand why he felt that way, man. These guys have been spot on, very good with the questions that we asked on a consistent basis. The things that Coach Spags asked of them, they're doing their best right now. So if they're going to do this and continue to do it, throughout the course of their career, that means they did some really good work on these background of these kids, and me and Coach Merritt, we'll join them every day.
Let's go to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned Coach Merritt. I'm wondering, when you guys get together, what sort of the expectation is that your guys, as of now, plan to get out of Juan Thornhill this year?
That's Coach Rick downstairs, and Coach Spags, he's been through this a number of years. This is only my second year and trying to understand, but just from my understanding and with Juan, we've always tried to prepare other guys, because you never know what can happen, and we have some good young talent at the safety position, so it gives us an opportunity to evaluate some other players. Rodney Clemens, we brought him in, Amani Watts, just really see, what we'll be able to add going forward. But, it started with Coach Toll. They got to be four-phase guys on special teams as well. But, so far of them picking up and understanding, what we're putting down, for as the scheme, we feel very comfortable putting them out there. And then now we just have to work on the detailed footwork of how to play the technique. We can show them Tyrann all day, but they got to go out there and they got to perform it.
Let's go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Sam. I had a question about Antonio Hamilton. From what you've seen on film from him, from Raiders and the Giants, what does he need to show you guys to get some playing time? What does he need to do to get into that playing rotation?
Playmaking ability. Coach Spags always talk about it, and we preach it. Getting the ball back to the offense as many times as possible. We had guys in position last year, and looking forward, we looking for those guys to make those plays. In your first year in the scheme, in the defense, you don't really know how to make the plays because you don't understand the scheme. But now they've been into it for a year. They understand how to make the plays, where the play is going to be made, because now they understand Coach Spags' system and what's the reason behind the things that he's doing. So, that's the part that we're looking for Hamilton to come in and be versatile, just like majority of our secondary guys. And he's doing very well so far in these virtual meetings.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Sam. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, Nate. No problem, bro.
Yeah, man. Looking good out there. This time last year, I know one of the guys that you were most excited to work with was Travarius, just because of some of the things he had started to put on tape, and it was just a lot about consistency and building the right technique and moving forward. I'm sure you saw or even talked to him that he was, evaluated as the best, per performance player last year. Just what do you think worked for Travarius in your guys' first-year relationship together, and what is sort of the attitude towards the second year in the scheme with the possibility of him growing even more?
Understanding his strengths and his weaknesses, and he was able to display. He was able to take criticism of when he wasn't doing good, and when he was doing great. He was able to continue to fight through the high points when he was getting the praise. But now he just got to put it all together. He's going into his third year. He's gotten the reps, and that was the great part about it, getting those guys the reps to understand, to see, to know what the route concept. Tyrann, he's played a lot of football games. He understands route concept, what people want to do, how to do. Just getting these guys to understand how to study film was one of the great things that Coach Merritt was able to implement with these guys. And now they understand the why we're doing certain things. But just clearing up the technique. Like the gentleman asked before, what do we have to do when we get back? Little small techniques were the things that really hurt a lot of us in the plays that we gave up. Should have played had some big plays out of all of these guys, but those are the things that they'll have to, correct and get better at going forward.
Let's go to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Sam, thanks for spending some time with us.
Yeah, Pete.
I was curious about outside cornerback position. You guys talked about Ward and Breeland's coming back, which is fortunate. But beyond those two, I was wondering if you could just paint a picture of what options you feel you may have outside and why those particular players may be fits.
Hamilton, we brought him in, to be able to come out and compete. But, when you look at the landscape of offense this year, you're going to have 3 wide receivers on the football field every single time. So you need to find that third corner. But, have an opportunity to draft Sneed, a big corner, physical guy, knows how to attack the ball at the highest point. Those are the things for as each and every last one of our guys, that we need to get better as the percentage 50-50 balls thrown down football field. So, Sneed, Keys, you look at Hamilton, we brought him in, to be able to come in and solidify himself. But one guy I'm excited about is Rashard Fenton. You look at later on in the season, even going into the Super Bowl, man, the kid, he made plays. He has to see those concepts, understand them. Tyrann was able to help him and work through them. We was able to put a pretty good run with these guys. So going later on when Breeland went down a couple of series and plays, he went out there and he played corner and he held his own. But, we're going to put these guys just like we did last year in a lot of different places and see what comes up. And Coach Spags has a really good mixture of guys that he can play with, but we can coach these guys up and get them to understand how to play together. The sky's the limit, going out there and making plays.
All right, guys, we got time for a couple more. We're going to go Herbie and then BJ close us out. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, good to see you. Stallion profiling, man.
Yeah, Herbie, man, that's what's up, man. Feeling good, man. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like you. As a follow-up to Nate's question on Ward, you've obviously played at a high level in the NFL, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. But when it comes to Ward, what do you think his ceiling is as he continues to grow?
His confidence is very high, but now, it's going to be a lot of expectations placed on him, just because the way that he played last year, we didn't understand and know exactly, but, he went out there, beached them, they talked about it, they ran it, they raved about him, and, he showed up game in, game out, have some good, but he has to do it consistently, so that's what, growing up in the NFL and getting to the next level is really what it's all about. In perfect position throughout the course of the season and plays, but, ended up with pass breakups. He had to come down with those turnovers and making those big plays down the field. He made a few last year, and now it was an opportunity in game situations for him to really understand how to make those plays. But with him getting all the reps that he got last year and all the different calls that we've made, now Coach Spags, because he understands the system, to be able to put some little spins on different stuff, and these guys can go out there and still play fast and execute the defense at a high level.
Okay, let's close out with BJ Kissel. Go ahead, BJ.
Coach, does doing all this media make you miss the media and regret your decision to leave to come back to coaching or go into coaching?
No, man. I enjoyed it, man, for like 10 years, working with the Dolphins press and covering Super Bowls and, getting on Radio Row. Man, I enjoyed it, met a lot of you guys. But, just to talk about these players and, and anticipation and understanding how they're feeling about themselves, man, it feels good to be able to talk about them, but getting still to see them grow. So having young guys and being able to mold them and create their own identity, it's fun.
Coach, and my follow-up to that, my last question, just for you getting into coaching and coming back with Spags, who you played for as a player, just what did you learn or appreciate about the game, seeing it from the coaching side over the past year? And obviously the success that you guys had, just what did you learn about the game yourself, your passion for the game, as you kind of flipped and started looking and teaching the game from a different side?
And versatile, 9 years, I played in a single man cover, and coming from Louisville, I played nickel, I played You know, I played corner. We played different styles of defense. So, you know, you get with Coach Spags, then all of a sudden you're blitzing off the corner, and then, you know, you're acting like you're blitzing, and then you're dropping back in coverage. It allowed me to be free, and that's what Coach Spags always. He's like, guys, go out, you be you. But if you can play with the other 10 guys, I have no problem. And that's the beauty of his defense. You know, you get to play press. You get to go down and you get to play cover 2, cover 3, all the different coverages and disguising. And you get to play with the quarterback. So, you know, you watch Tyrann out there, you know, and he's pointing at the helmet, but he understands how he can play and manipulate the offense by different disguises, and guys being free, as long as they end up in the right play. Coach Spags let them go out there and have fun, and that's what I really loved about it. And you know, he's going to give you all the tools that you need. You just got to go out there and put it all together. So it's just fun being around that part and watching the guys, you know, be themselves and go out and make plays.
Coach Madison, we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you guys, man. I hope everybody is safe. You know, I know it's a tough time, man, but I just pray that your families and everybody is healthy and safe, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and, you know, getting you a fist bump. You know, normally I give you guys a hug or a pound. Just give you a fist bump now, man. Be good, man, and blessings to your families.